DP kiddos, welcome to your senior year and your second year of visual arts. I am so sorry that I am not present. If you're watching this video, it is probably because my wife had a baby. And so we are probably currently in that time of just welcoming this new life into the world. So you can think about the Creech family if you want to. It'll be crazy times, but you know what? It's just should be so great. I'm currently in the art room right now, and it is probably as quiet as it'll ever be. And I'm in my favorite spot, which is right by this window. You know what? I'll wait. You'll see it. You'll know when you see it. So here's a couple of things, and I want your first week to be just phenomenal. But I do have some things for us to be thinking about and to be doing. And it's basically two tasks, and so I put this on Google Classroom, which you will notice is not very populated at the moment, but it will be in time. There's two things I want you to think about this week, and one task is this art practice presentation. You have an art practice. You're going to share about that. There are details on there. And then also I want you to be thinking about the first piece that you're going to make this year that's really going to launch the body of work that you get to make independently this year. And so that's going to be fun, and you're going to have a lot of freedom. And so you can spend class time working on one of those two tasks, and they're kind of related. They're connected. So with the art practice presentation, we're going to be sharing your influences. These are artists, their theories, their books, experiences, very clearly in this presentation. You're going to talk about, you're going to share with us, content that you're hoping to explore this year. You could show us in mood boards. You could show us in writing. You can give us images. You could share with us questions you have about your work, things that you're interested in exploring. You'll also talk about the previous work that you've made, and that'll be great for me to see that and get to know you as artists. Even though you may be doing something entirely different, it's good to know who you are and who you have been as an artist, and it'll be super enlightening for me. And I will have so many questions, I'm sure. But you're going to also share materials or disciplines. Maybe you're really interested in exploring maybe some more sculptural things, or multimedia, or film, or video. You have a lot of ideas that are there that you need to spend time processing, and the presentation is really good for that, because you have to think about not only these ideas, but you have to make them digestible and comprehensive for somebody else to understand. So a lot of times as an artist, you think about, you just kind of do it. You're in the zone. And you in a creative place, which is important, but part of understanding about what you're doing as an artist is sharing that in a way that can be received, that's separate from your work. And so that means talking about your work. And even if that makes you slightly uncomfortable, you're going to do fantastic. And it's supposed to be fun and fairly casual, and hopefully it's inspiring, it's encouraging, it's motivating, with all your other peers doing the same thing. So, in addition to those other things, you can show us sketches or images or plans of, maybe what you're thinking about. Even the exhibition. Maybe, what I would love to make a series of work that's about this, or that's generated from this, or I want to think about even how you curate your work and display your work. Maybe you saw an exhibition this summer that just blew your mind, and you want to borrow slash steal from that. You know, just pick the things that lighten you up, that you really care about sharing. And I know you'll do a great job. And it's very simple. You have 10 slides. You have 8 to 10 minutes. There's going to be a period of time after that that is for us to ask you questions about your work. I will always have questions, but I will reserve those for our studio visit, which I will talk about later. Is essentially a chance for us to meet one-on-one to talk about your work and your plan and ways I can assist you in that. So basically, I'm sorry I can't be there, but you have a lot of work that you can do independently, this presentation. And then in your sketchbook or whatever you're using right now, try not to use your computer if you can help it. But be in your space, be inspired by the room, and spend time coming up with plans for this first project. And you can, think about this as building your process portfolio. So it could be sketches, it could be photographs, it could be art, theoretical research or conceptual research. All those things, but basically you're coming up with a plan for this first project, and you can put those plans in the presentation. That could be 1 or 2 slides. So think about that. You can kind of double dip there. I'm getting a little bit long-winded, and I'm talking probably more than I need to, but I look forward to seeing you and hopefully, sharing some of my own experiences these past couple of days. So looking forward to it. I hope you've had a wonderful summer and you feel rested and you feel ready for this year. I certainly am looking forward to it. We have a lot of work ahead of us, but we're going to take it one day at a time, one moment at a time, because it's in truth, that's all we can really do. So I will see you when I see you. Best of luck. You can feel free to shoot me some questions, but there's no guarantee that I will even see them by the time that I see you face to face. So you might want to write them down or put them somewhere in a safe spot. Best of luck.